Good day guys, this is your tutor engineer. We are continuing today with graphs and motion on one dimension. Let's start with today's lesson. Determine the slope and the velocity of the object whose motion is described by the graph. The line cuts the position axis at 5 meters. So we're given the position and then the time, which is the position time graph, and we are required to calculate the slope and the velocity, which is the same parameter. So we are asked basically to calculate the same thing by the slope and velocity. Remember what we spoke about before. If you are given the velocity time graph and you need to work out displacement or displacement time graph, that means you need to go there by working the area under the velocity time graph. And likewise, if you are given vice versa, the displacement time graph, and you need to work back towards the velocity time graph, that means there you need to calculate the slope under the displacement time graph. And to get to the acceleration from the velocity time graph, that means you need to calculate the slope under the velocity time graph, and to work from the acceleration back to the velocity time graph, that means you need to work out the area. So this is how you're going to approach this question. So now let's start with answering and calculating the slope and the velocity. First, remember, we're given the displacement time graph, so basically we're here, right? That means you need to work out the slope. So basically we need to establish the coordinate. The coordinate here is 5 seconds, and then the y coordinate, or we can say the x-axis coordinate, is 25 meters. And then here we're given that the graph is cutting at 5 meters, so where time is going to be 0, and then actually this is 0 seconds. I want to write in the unit so that you do not lose track that this is actually 0 seconds. Okay, let's write here 0 seconds, 5 meters. Okay, now let's calculate the slope. So the slope, we can call it the velocity, is going to be the x coordinate, this one, minus this x coordinate, which is 25 meters minus 5 meters, divided by 5 seconds minus 0 seconds. So here 5 seconds minus 0 seconds is going to be there, the numerator. 25 minus 5 is 20 meters. 5 seconds minus 0 is 5 seconds. So 20 divided by 5 is going to be 4. Remember, the unit is meters divided by seconds, so meters per second, which shows that we are dealing with the velocity. Since the velocity is the vector quantity, we're going to specify the direction and say it's moving towards the positive direction, since our answer was positive. Okay, let's just get our spelling right. Here, positive direction. Okay, so now this is the answer. So we have come to the end of our today's lesson. So if you like this lesson, please hit the like button and subscribe. Stay tuned on the next lesson. Cheers.